Hi folks, Gavin here from Player TV, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a nice small form factor ITX build from the guys at Raijintek. This is the new Metis Plus. Now it's an upgraded version of the original Metis, and well, at first looks it looks absolutely stunning. I'm going to take a closer look at it and well, we'll see if it's worth the purchase, won't we? So the Raijintek Metis is available in multiple colours, or should I say the Metis Plus is available in multiple colours. It's available in blue, black, red, gold, silver, like we've got today. It's also available in white and like a dark Aston Martin Racing Green. It's widely available, and you can purchase these at Overclockers UK, ranging from £50 to £55 depending on the colour. But yeah, this obviously is an ITX case. It's designed for small form factor systems, and systems with a focus on not high powered, but obviously more towards the smaller side, obviously being ITX. So obviously, taking a look at the case itself, it's got many different features. It's got two side panels which are removable with 4 screws on each corner. The rear panel has a nice vent which obviously helps for airflow. Ventilation is a very important key. Although ITX parts usually don't use as much power as full-size desktop parts like ATX motherboards, etc., and like the i7s, I've installed an i3 6320 into this build with an Raijintek power supply, Cooler Master TX3i cooler. Obviously, I've got using the high-end Maximus Asus Republica Gamers Maximus Impact 8, along with 16 gig of crucial 3000 megahertz DDR4. So obviously the system is quite high powered as it is at the moment, but most people buying this is probably going to be looking at like a small HD PC build, or like a small little desktop solution for their office, or so forth. So obviously with this particular case, the Metis Plus has notable features such as it's got 2 USB 3.0 ports at the top for the front panel, which is featured obviously at the top at the front. It's also got 2 3.5mm front panel audio jacks, obviously one for your microphone, one for your headphone. In terms of features, it supports full ATX power supplies. The only caveat is it only supports graphics cards up to a length of 6.5 inches. So unless you've got a mini graphics card, like the 970 minis, the 1060 low profile cards, or the 1070 low profile cards, you are going to struggle to fit. I couldn't fit a full-size GTX 1050 Ti into this system. That was a no-go. So make sure you're aware of this before purchasing. It's got plenty of storage options. Obviously, it's got support for 4 2.5-inch hard drives or SSDs. It's got space for 1 3.5-inch drive as well, so you need to be careful about that as well. Especially if you're going to use it as like a file server or anything like that, you need to be aware that the storage options are limited unless you're using 2.5-inch SSDs or hard drives. So obviously with this being a new case, Raijintek have done a very good job of the design. It looks absolutely phenomenal, and the aluminium brushed finish on the silver edition, this one here, is absolutely brilliant. It does feature a side window, although it would have been nice for the side window to have been reversed, so it's more on this side, because currently all you can really see is half the board and the power supply and the cable management up here, which is a little bit of a design oversight in my opinion, but it still looks absolutely great. At the back, it's got easy access to the PCI blanking plate, so you can obviously just remove the plastic clip and then unscrew the blanking plates as you wish. I'll just pop that there for now. It features a Raijintek 12025 fan. It supports maximum cooler heights of up to 160mm. So the cooler I've got installed, the Cooler Master TX3i, obviously is quite low profile anyway, but full tower coolers are not going to fit in this case. So obviously, again, make you aware of that before purchasing. In terms of cable management, well, with it being an ITX system designed for small form factor, there isn't really any room behind the motherboard tray, so you're looking at obviously cable management up towards the top of the power supply. And obviously if you are going to use a full size like 1000 watt power supply for whatever reason, in this case, then you obviously got to be aware that every inch or every centimetre of power supply length that you are using inside this case is less cable management space. Obviously, ITX systems obviously, you know, look fantastic, and this is the kind of case that I would purchase when looking at one. It's very svelte. It's got a nice power button on the front. It's got a ventilation panel at the top, so you can externally vent the hot air. I have got the CPU cooler itself mounted, so it's facing upwards, so it's pushing air out. Obviously, in terms of optimal airflow, you do want that to happen. You want the air coming, you want your CPU cooler blowing out towards the top, or if you're going to use a small all-in-one cooler, you want it, obviously, it's going to be pumping out the air back anyway. So, in terms of, you know, styling, performance, the style is really good. Obviously, as you can see inside, without the panel on, here's a little shot for you. So you can see inside that there's, you know, plenty of room in the top. There's plenty of room depending on the size of your power supply, and there's also plenty of room, you know, in the middle of the case where your board is. If you're not, with it having a window, you want to try and at least manage the cable so it looks decent, but don't be afraid to, you know, use the space available, because the space is quite limited. So yeah, that's time for my conclusion. So, would I buy the Raijintek Metis Plus? If I was looking for a small form factor case that looked great, had amazing finish, aluminium finish on it, because the case is fully aluminium, I would buy this in a heartbeat. The styling of it suits me perfectly. And if I was going to run like a small, you know, television gaming system, you could easily run that if you had like a miniature graphics card. As long as it was under 6.6 inches or 170 millimeters, you're going to be absolutely fine. I haven't got any small graphics cards at the moment, so obviously the system is using the onboard, but it is an absolute top pick in my opinion, and I'm going to give the Raijintek Metis Plus our Gold Award. Now, you might be thinking, it's not got amazing support for high-end components and stuff, but its entire purpose is not for high-end components, it is for small form factor. It's not a water cooling case at all, it is more simplicity meets style meets elegance, and this, you know, screams elegance to me. It's the kind of thing I would happily put in front on my TV stand and in front of my television or underneath, and, you know, maybe have like a small Steam, you know, gaming machine with Steam Link. In terms of pricing, the pricing is absolutely fantastic, around between 50 and 55. Overclockers have fantastic offers usually on the Raijintek line of products, which is always a good thing. So make sure you check out if there's any sales. If you find this case, the Metis Plus, for anything lower than 50 quid, it is a must buy in my opinion if you look at an ITX rig. But yeah, the Metis Plus is a winner in my opinion. Its style carries it through. Performance wise, it's not amazing, but it's not a performance case. It's more of a bespoke aluminium babe. It is a beautiful little case. I'd like to thank Overclockers UK for sending the Raijintek Metis Plus in. I'd also like to thank Raijintek for making the Metis Plus look so beautiful anyway. I'd also like to thank everyone for watching. Please leave a like, please leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it at Player TV. But yeah, I am Gavin from Player Free. God no, I'm Gavin from Player TV, and yeah, ciao for now.